Hi, Jewish Mom. So I want to tell you about something I heard this last week from Rabbini Imima Mizrahi. So she was talking last week about the curse of Chava, about Eve's curse in the Garden of Eden, so specifically she was talking about the phrase Eli Shech Chukatech, and your desire will be for your husband. So Rabbi Imima was talking about this, about shuka, about women's desire. And she was saying how this is a wonderful thing, that women want to have desire for things, and that we want to like do what we do with passion and love and desire and life and energy and passion, whatever. But it's also our downfall. As we can see in the curse, it's also a curse, blessing and a curse. So this is how Rabbi Imima put it. And I've been thinking about this the whole week. So she talked about how she said like, for example, like during the holidays, we look at how things went over the holidays, and we're beating ourselves up because we prepared meals for the whole family, for all these different things, and for all of your chutzars, for all these 3-day Yom Tovs, and we took care of our children, and we made sure everyone was happy, we made sure that everyone was well dressed, and we made sure that everything happened, that the table was always set, and everything was always good, and we got to shul when we could, and we davened. But we didn't do enough, and we didn't do enough, and we didn't do enough, and we didn't do it with passion. We didn't do it, but I didn't do it with desire, and I didn't do exactly what I wanted. And I had this one tiny Kabbalah, this one tiny thing that I was going to take upon myself to improve this year, and I didn't do it, and I didn't think of it during the shofar blast, and I did the holidays, but I didn't really do it with my heart. I didn't really do it with my heart. I just kind of went through the holidays, right? So Rabbi Imima was saying, about the holidays, but also about the way that we are with our children. She says, like a woman, she puts her kids to bed, and she says to herself, okay, I took care of my kids all afternoon, and I got them, I fed them all dinner, and I got them all ready for bed, and I brushed everyone's teeth, and, and I checked this one for Kneem, and that one I helped him with his homework, and I got everyone to bed, but I didn't do it with chukah. I didn't do it with desire. I didn't really enjoy myself. I didn't really do it with passion. I wasn't really there with them. Okay, and she said, our husbands don't have this problem. Our husbands can just, the husband has to take the child to gan. Okay, so he gets the child dressed. It doesn't matter for him. It doesn't matter what clothing he puts on the child. Feeds the child breakfast. Doesn't matter if it's nutritious, tasty, whatever, balanced. Doesn't matter. He just does it. He did it. Check. Fed the kid breakfast. Got the kid dressed. Took the kid to God. Doesn't matter, how he dragged or in what way or how much fighting or crying, whatever. Dragged the kid to God. Doesn't matter. Husbands just check. And for women, we can't do it that way. We have to do, for better and for worse, we have to do it with chukah. We have to do it like we want it to be, like that we had put our whole hearts into it. That we really gave to our children. We were really there for our children. We really did the best. We really did the best that we could. And so Rabbi Imima was just saying, she was saying, and so it's like this mother who went through the whole afternoon and got her kids to bed and did everything she was supposed to do. She goes to bed with like this much guilt. There's no way, so many mothers have this much guilt about what they did and what they didn't do, and if they could have done it differently. And so Rabbi Imima said, no, you're the best mother in the world. You did perfect. You're just the best mother in the world. The problem is this chukah, that we expect so much for ourselves, for better and for worse. And I think just like to kind of let ourselves be, okay? Like you mothered your kids without shukah without passion, without energy, without excitement. We just went through the movements. Like you got them to gan, you gave them breakfast, you got them dressed, you put them, got through the afternoon, got them to bed, and then you collapsed on the sofa. Okay. Like it wasn't like an exciting, wonderful, rapturous mothering day. Okay, that's okay. You do what you're supposed to do. So this concept reminded me about chukah. It reminded me of something that I think I've probably mentioned before in these pep talks. It's what Rabbi Niven calls PMR, practical measurable results. So a person can say, so this woman who feels that much guilt, so at the end of the day, she'll say, what did I do? I didn't accomplish anything. What did I do? I was a terrible, terrible, terrible mother today. But then Rabbi Niven says, no, look at practical, measurable results. What did you actually do? Okay, did your children eat dinner today? Yes. Did your children get ready for bed? Yes. Did you help whoever needed help with their homework? Did you help them? Yes. Did you make lunches the next day? Yes. No, you did it. You did practical, measurable results. And of course, it's preferable if you could have your heart into it and do, me ever really putting your heart into it. But the truth is, on most days, really, it's like Rabbi Imam says, it's really just fine. Just practical, measurable results. Like, what did you do? What did you do? Did you do it? And even just doing what we have to do is huge. It's huge. You did what you had to do. You did PMR. Give yourself a break. Give myself a break. Let's all give ourselves a break. We did PMR. We got through it. We did our checklist. So, enough. So, in conclusion, Rabbi Imam was talking about shukah, which is a blessing and a curse for women. This desire to have desire in what we do. We want to have desire with our children, to do mothering with passion, with love, with emotion, with caring, and so. But I think Rabbi Niven, with his PMR, practical measurable results, it's a reminder. It's great if you can manage that, but the truth is, you're not a terrible mother. You're not a terrible mother. If all you did was practical, measurable results. Like, did you take care of your kids today? Yes. Were they dressed? Yes. Were they clean? Yes. Were they well fed? Yes. Did they go to bed on time? Yes. Or more or less on time? Yes. Okay. You did practical, measurable results, and I think so much of when we get all guilty and beating ourselves up, how harmful this is not only to ourselves, but I think to our families, the vibe in our families. So on that note, I want to bless all of your Jewish ones with a Chodesh Tov. And an amazing week.